Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the third eye and guided by spirit. And yes, we do have that beautiful full moon lunar eclipse happening tomorrow. If you guys haven't checked out that video or the eclipse season video, I definitely recommend that you give those a watch. This is a powerful eclipse season that we're going into. I talk about it all in the eclipse season video. And this specific eclipse that we're coming up on tomorrow that we're very much in the energies of right now is a big one. I believe the video was called Portal of Purification. So there's a lot of cleansing, a lot of releasing, a lot of purifying that we're going to be doing with this eclipse. It's really bringing up those belief systems. It's bringing up the feelings and the emotions that these belief systems uphold. It's bringing up so much for us to let go and release. If you guys are interested, I am doing my first full moon releasing ceremony tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is being recorded as well for those who can't make it. There have been a few people who wanted to catch the replay, so I am going to record that and mail that out to people who join but can't be with us physically in that moment. However, Spirit knows exactly who is going to be watching. And so everything that we go over, everything that we talk about, everything that we release is also, I am confident, going to be for those who will be viewing the replay later. So if you guys are interested in joining that, either in real time or catching the replay, the information on how to do so is in the description box below. And I really look forward, the people that have joined, I know that we're going to have a magical time. This is the maiden voyage. And so I'm so excited. The people that I know are coming, like, it's going to be so beautiful, the energy, and anyone else who has yet to join, I know that you will just add to that beautiful energy. Make sure you include your email with your donation, so that way I can email you the Zoom link. All right, you guys. So getting into the galactic signature for today is the white rhythmic wind energy. And so this white wind energy is all about spirit, breath, and communication. So we're really working with the breath today. Breath work, very therapeutic. Breath work is great for releasing emotion in the physical body as well. And so it's a really great asset to be able to utilize as we are going through this incredible purification energy, this deep and profound releasing on all levels of our being. All right, we're releasing things from lifetimes and lifetimes right now. It's a lot of energy. And so breath work can really help with that. Breath is spirit. It is how we take in that life force energy. And so this white wind energy is about a lot more than just the breath, even though we say just, and just minimizes. The breath is not something to be minimized. It is very powerful and a very powerful tool. It is what continues to bring that life force into our bodies. But it's about more than that. It's about the ether. It's about the essence of spirit, that which we can't see and we can't touch, but we can feel. And it's about receiving that communication from spirit. It is very much about us communicating our inspired thoughts and ideas with others, but it is also very much about receiving that communication from spirit and communicating to and with spirit. And so we're really being guided to do that today, utilizing breath work as well as meditation, really being aware of the different ways that messages are being given to us and being open and receptive to those messages and how they may be delivered, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through signs and synchronicities, divine inspiration, the conversations that we have with other people. There are so many different ways, a thought, a feeling, a word, a sound, that spirit works to communicate with us. So really being open to that today, being open to that guidance, and being open to our own internal wisdom as well. Just really, really powerful energy that we are working with this white rhythmic wind energy. And I'm not going to get too deep into the astrology. However, Mercury is going to be going retrograde. On the 28th is when Mercury is going to station which means it stands still in the sky or appears to do so. And then it's going to start shifting its course and moving retrograde. And so that would be considered the beginning of the retrograde cycle. So that's just a couple days after this eclipse. And we're already seeing some of the lineups for that Mercury retrograde. I'm going to do a video on that probably today, so I don't want to get too much into this. But we have not only the eclipse lineup heating up here, but we also have that Mercury retrograde lineup heating up. And so with this communication energy today, communicating our inspiration with others, but also really keeping that, I feel the focal point being our communication with spirit and deepening our communication with ourselves and our deeper selves, our soul selves, our higher selves, because communication with others right now, we want to be delicate. This is going to be an interesting Mercury retrograde cycle because Mercury is going retrograde in the sign of Gemini, which is a very cerebral sign, right? It is the sign that Mercury rules. Mercury also rules Virgo. However, Mercury is the sign that really, or Gemini rather, is the sign that really embodies mercurial energy. And we have quite a few planets in Gemini right now. We are in Gemini season, so we have the Sun in Gemini. We have Venus in Gemini, although Venus will be moving out of Gemini fairly soon here. I'm just going to pull this up. I like to do this while we're talking just to make sure I'm not giving you guys misinformation. Oh yeah, still very much in the sign of Gemini. So we got that North Node in Gemini. We got Saturn still stationed, shifting into retrograde. So technically we are in Saturn retrograde season as well. And that is in an air sign as well, in the sign of Aquarius. And so just a lot of powerful air energy, which is of course all about the communication. However, with Mercury getting ready to go retrograde, with this square that we have going on between Mercury and Neptune, which is going to be carrying on into, like, when Mercury goes retrograde, this square is still going to be there. And so this square between Mercury and Neptune definitely makes things hazy. It makes communication a bit more difficult. So that's going to be fun as we start out the retrograde with that energy, which on its own already has a Mercury retrograde kind of feel to it. It's really plunging us deep into our psychic, deep into our intuition, but making those communications with others a bit more challenging, kind of clouding our mental processes. So it's really, we're being taken from Mercury in Gemini, which is the most mental, logical, linear thinking energy there is, right? And then we're plunging that into a retrograde with a square to Neptune. So this is really turning us on our heads as far as delving us deep into the unconscious, deep into the intuition, really shifting and flip-flopping our perception. And of course, this is what we want, as we are retraining the mind, right? This is a big part of what 2021 is all about, is retraining the mind. So this Mercury retrograde in particular, I feel being extremely powerful as we are moving into this process of retraining the mind. And we'll get more into that in the Mercury retrograde video. But I guess some of that wanted to come out for this reading as well. We also have Mercury getting ready to line up with Venus. Really, they're a few degrees apart right now, so they're in a loose conjunction already. And so that's the relationships, that's the partnership. So these two planets together definitely bring a harmonious communication energy. So we can take advantage of that. We just want to make sure that we are choosing our words, and Venus is going to help with this, especially in the sign of Gemini. We're choosing our words carefully, and we're saying what it is that we mean. Just because of that square to Neptune and that moving into retrograde, like we want to be aware of all that stuff, but it definitely does bring relationships, finances, self-worth, all of that, the things that are values, all of that very much into the forefront with this conversation that Mercury and Venus are having together right now. And if you want more on the energies going on today, they're going to be very similar to the energies going on to tomorrow. So check out that full moon total lunar eclipse in Sagittarius video for more about that. And today we still have the moon in Scorpio. So yes, moon is still in Scorpio, will be shifting into Sagittarius for that eclipse tomorrow. And of course, we know Moon in Scorpio, super intense. Our emotions may be quite intense today. And so just hang on for the ride, you guys. I know I said I wasn't going to get too deep into the astrology anymore in these, but I mean, it is what it is. We go where we go. And so we are getting into that a little bit today. Yeah, it's very, very intense emotional energy with that Scorpio moon, but the moon is trining Neptune, sextiling Pluto loosely, and trining Pallas, and Pallas and Neptune are still conjunct. And so this is really giving us a huge hit of psychic power here, basically. So really delve into that, work with that communication and that connection with your guides today. And we are going to read the White Wind information from the Astro Dream Advisor. And so this says, white wind is the galactic wind, the catalyzing current, the spirit that moves through all things. It is the divine breath that gives life to all creation, the unseen essence of solar energy. White wind is the breath of inspiration, the fertilizing force of the wind. Its essence is the movement of spirit as it penetrates into form to enliven, purify, and inspire. And yes, winds also represent change, which is very appropriate on the heels of, or the heels would be after, but on the cusp of this eclipse that we're about to have, right? Receive the gift of white wind by simply taking a conscious breath. Amidst the seeming complexity, breathe consciously. Allow your life to be more like the wind, free-flowing and open to spirit. White wind represents spontaneity and simplicity. As you experience the truth of the present moment, white wind leaves you free to move on to the next moment without the baggage of desire, regret, or expectation. White wind is the simple knowledge that invisible forces are always moving in your life, guiding and inspiring. White wind also embodies the concept of presence. Presence is an expression of beingness, a creator of intimacy. It has to do with being wise in your simplicity. From simple beingness, your true identity emerges. Presence is being open, aware, and in the now. Presence is being there for whatever is. Think back to a time when someone looked deeply into your eyes, acknowledging your beingness with their full presence. Remember how wonderful and intimate that felt. When you want to be intimate with someone, become equally open, aware, and present. When you bring your awareness into the present moment, everything else falls away. When you are fully present, your mind is not preparing responses to what it is hearing while you're listening and feeling. Drop your evaluating and reactive nature. Trust that your heart will have the appropriate response when the time comes. Allow your mind to be quietly responsive like a pool of water, natural in its unconditional acceptance of the moment. Presence is simple. It's like being caught in the moment by the beauty of nature. Presence is your natural state of being. When you are present, your heart feels open, charged, full. When you are present, whether alone or with another, you are loose and relaxed. Time may seem to slow down. You can expand your awareness with ease, allowing yourself to truly see and be seen. You let your feelings speak through your eyes, and the feeling channel in you breathes freely, without expectation or judgment. And so that's a really great way to communicate and connect with people today. Be fully present. All of these lineups that we're talking about that constrain communication, make it difficult, make it confusing to convey our true feelings, thoughts, and emotions. If we become fully present with people today, if we stare into their eyes, we make that connection. My friend Kayla, she that I started my original channel with, Intuitive Insights, my sister channel. She is my soul sister. She is amazing. And she has a channel as well. She's been getting really active on it, Kayla Divine Channel. So definitely give her a follow. But she posted a video recently talking about the power of connecting through the eyes and how every time we make an eye-to-eye connection with another, we are helping to activate them. There's so much energy that is exchanged and so much information and power that is exchanged when we look into the eyes of another. So really connecting with people that way today. And if we are having these important communications, stay present in that moment, stay connected in that way. Look into their eyes, really connect soul to soul. And then instead of trying to figure out what you're going to say, just allow that divine inspiration to flow through you. Allow your higher self, your soul, be the channel through which your soul can express what it truly wants to say. And that's going to be the best way to go about this today. The tone for today is tone 6, rhythmic. Receptivity, ability to respond, dynamic equilibrium, and roots in many directions. 6 is the ray of organic balance. The dynamic equilibrium of the foundation of self combined with the one point of unity. Organic balance is an active process, not a static or fixed state. It is rooted in the totality of who you are. Let your receptive roots run deep, grounding your ability to respond in this world. Bring your essence self into your present expression. Aliveness is derived from essence. You are the unity that creates organic balance. You are free to choose, respond, give, and receive. 6 asks you to respond to life with love to bring heaven to earth. Acronym for heart. Through your embodiment of the 6-pointed star, embody the divine in your organic form. As you are infused with the vibration of heaven, heaven is brought to earth. As you journey homeward, earth is brought to heaven. Thus is created organic balance, heaven and earth in symbiotic union. And that is the whole goal as we move into this new earth, right? That is exactly what we are doing. So I'm feeling like meditating on that 6-pointed star may be powerful for some people today as well. And I'm going to read you guys the affirmations for today. The first is, I organize in order to communicate, balancing breath. I seal the input of spirit with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power doubled. And the secondary affirmation is, I am Ike Wind. I am your breath of life and your spirit. I inspire you to create your own truth and reality. And the guidance is to focus on Spirit's presence by acting on your natural inspiration. Let Spirit's breath guide you to communicate your truths. All right. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do to start out is pull some conscious spirit cards. It's been a while since we've pulled these. Clear. What guidance do we have for today, the 25th of May? And yes, that did just rhyme. What guidance do we have as we prepare for the eclipse, as we navigate this white wind energy? What does Spirit want us to know? How are we guided to proceed? And so the first card out is Crystal Ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. So work with your crystals today. That's going to be a great way to center, a great way to really connect with that, with your team, with your guides, to communicate, right, with those subtle realms, is by working with your crystals. If you're requiring grounding today, work with grounding crystals. If you're wanting to connect with that higher vibrational, those higher realms, use those higher realm crystals. A lot of the ites are good for that, the crystals that end in ite. For that higher realm communication, of course, clear quartz, whites, pinks I'm feeling for today as well. Purples, blues, all of those colors, all of those upper chakra colors. And you working with those today is going to be very helpful and beneficial. Just go with what you're drawn to as far as crystals go if you're wanting to work with them. Doing a crystal grid, I'm feeling, could be powerful. A crystal grid for eclipse season, I'm hearing. So that's interesting. Creating some sort of power grid. So we have the Wheel of Life coming out. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. So we're really being guided to trust in the process right now, to trust in the divine unfoldment, right? In the divine order, in our personal divine timing, right? That is our cycle. And to just understand and know that everything happens in cycles and phases, and not to try to be anywhere else except where we are today. And then we have at day's end, rest. I find my peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit, right? And so this is they're coming through and they're reminding us that when we are really overtired, when we are drained, when we have not gotten our adequate amount of rest of both the body and the mind, and we're sort of in that overdrive state, it's much more difficult to connect to spirit. And so we really want to be getting our rest. We want to be nurturing ourselves. We want to be taking that time today, where we have that time, to really rest and rejuvenate ourselves, so that we can find that stillness, so that we can find that connection, right? Because we're always connected. It's just sometimes we're in a state where it's more difficult to feel that. So today, slow down so that you can feel that. With all this Gemini energy, all of this high voltage energy, slowing down can be a bit challenging, but we're being guided to do that. And then we have Spark of Divine. I recognize the divine spark within me, and I recognize that I am part of all creation. So recognize that spark within yourself today. Honor that spark within yourself, and recognize and honor that spark within others as well, I'm feeling. And that's that eye-to-eye communication that we were talking about, right? That's where that spark lives. That's where we see it the most clearly. So really work with that today. And then we have spirit guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. Yeah. So your guides are communicating with you very, very much today. So get yourself into the space where you can hear them, where you can receive them. That's basically what all these cards are lining up for us, is like how to put ourselves into that space where we can be most receptive to the messages coming through from our guides. And then on the bottom of the deck, number 7, sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. So find and create that sacred space for you today, wherever that is, whatever that is. Clear. And we're going to get a couple work your light cards to close here. Yeah, find, create, and cultivate that sacred space, both without and within. And really, today's a balancing day too, right? You see in the wheel of life, we got the sun and the moon, the duality and the balancing of those dualities. So it's really working with your masculine and feminine energies today, bringing them into harmony and balance. First card out, Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, right? Your vibration is rising. This is a huge, all of this energy that we are purging out with this portal, with this eclipse that's coming up tomorrow, is because our vibration is rising. It's allowing for that continual rise in our vibration. And the more our vibration rises, the more connected we are, and the more we realize that, yes, we connect with really what our guides' purpose is. Our guides and our angels are here to reconnect us with ourselves, because we are the oracles. We are what we have been searching for, right? Like, they want to reconnect us with ourselves, with our own power. And so that is their purpose. That is their function. And that's what they're here to try to remind us of and to help us to do. And then we have Share Your Voice, Come Out of the Cave. And Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Yeah. So this is all about, this is Share Your Voice. This is about the communicating. This is about speaking your truth. This is about sharing your inspiration and your ideas. I'm really feeling that part for people as well, right? Is where have we shut ourselves down because we've been afraid of persecution? Where can we express? It's like so many of us have so many beautiful, so much divine inspiration pouring in, so many messages that are wanting to be shared. And this came out in the Pleiadian portal video. The Pleiadians were very strong on this, the importance of us sharing the messages that we are receiving right now. And so just really share what is in your heart, share what is in your soul, share the inspiration, express that creatively, however it is that you want to do it. Really step into that, because you do have something important to share. And part of how we heal all the persecution of the past for ourselves and our ancestral line and the collective, right, is by sharing that and knowing that we are safe to do so at this point in time. And then we have the Council of Light coming out, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So this is a reminder that things are being divinely orchestrated. This is where we talked about trust your divine timing, trust the cycle that of your evolution that you are in, trust that things are aligning, even if it doesn't feel like that, even if things feel like they're falling away, even if we feel as though everything that we thought we knew is shifting and changing, and where we thought we were going, all of a sudden we're not sure if we're going there anymore. Who we thought was coming with us, maybe we're realizing those people may not be. You know, there's a lot that's shifting and changing. Just know that it's all being divinely orchestrated, even if it feels like nothing's happening right now. Just know that there is so much happening, and you have so many helpers in the subtle realms. And the key is on helpers. That's what they are. They're our helpers. They're not here to do anything for us. They're here to assist us. They're here to pave the way and help us to navigate this journey with more ease and grace, right? And so they want to help. So ask for their assistance. Ask for their help today. Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of energy with that, with the persecution and the expression. And I feel like that's probably going to come up in the ceremony tomorrow night. And so I'm going to offer you a couple downloads right now. And so what I want you guys to do is I want you to take a couple deep breaths, center into your heart space. And now I want you to imagine your energy rising up, as high as it can possibly go, through all the different layers of light until you enter this beautiful, gorgeous, shining, glimmering white light. I want you to just imagine this white light surrounding you. Feel into it, breathe into it. Would you like to know that it is safe to express yourself? And when I ask a question, if you would like the download, just say yes out loud. Would you like to know that it is safe to express yourself? Would you like to know that it is safe to be seen and heard? Would you like to know that what you know has value? And what you say and what you share has value? Would you like to know what it feels like to be seen, heard, and appreciated? Would you like to know what it feels like to be unconditionally loved? Would you like to know what it feels like to be safe? What it feels like to be valued? What it feels like to express yourself creatively and to speak your truth? What it feels like to stand in your truth? And would you like to know that it is safe for you to stand in your truth, for you to share what is in your soul, share what it is that you know, without fear of persecution or judgment? And would you like to know what it feels like to be free of the fear of judgment and criticism? If so, if you would like these downloads, say yes. Now imagine this light coming down through your crown, lighting up your brain, landing in your heart center. Imagine this knowledge, these feelings filling your heart, expanding into your entire being. And open your eyes when you're ready. Whew. All right. And if you guys did enjoy that, that's the kind of stuff, some of the stuff that we are going to be doing during the full moon releasing ceremony. Yeah, I think it's going to be really powerful. It's going to be really fun. That is a modality that I've learned. I always need to say that it is 100% separate from anything else that we're doing on this channel. It's called Theta healing. That is the modality that we're working with. And so it is not related to tarot or astrology or any of the other stuff, or really even the guides and the angels. It's working directly with the creator, and it is its own unique and separate modality. So throwing that out there as a disclaimer. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Really work with these energies. Work with that breath. Work with that conscious connection, right? Work with being present today. Work with your guides. Work with your angels. Work with those crystals. Work with nature. Create that sacred space for yourself and be open to those messages in all the different ways that they want to come through. Your guides are communicating with you so powerfully today. Source Creator is communicating with you so powerfully today. You, in your highest form, right, are communicating with you so powerfully today. All right, I love you guys so very, very much. If you like this video, hit that like button. Drop a comment. Let me know how you're feeling, how today is resonating for you. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. My email is also down below if you'd like to do some personal one-on-one work. I do Theta healing sessions. I do Belvaspata healings, which is a modality that was downloaded as a gift to humanity to aid in the Ascension process. It's an energy healing modality that works with very high vibrational angels, other beings of light, different dimensional energies. Really powerful. I've seen such incredible and profound shifts in people working with that energy. And I do readings, of course, and a whole bunch of other things. So that's all in the description box below. I'm feeling guided to say, just in case, if anyone new to my channel has found this video, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. We do videos like this. I do some zodiac readings. They're sporadic, but I do throw them up there. We do a lot of astrological videos, different portal videos, sometimes some pick a pile and some different things. We like to have a lot of fun on here. Sometimes we do some lives where we all just kind of talk and touch base with where we are. This is a beautiful community that we're building. Honestly, I feel more and more every day that the people that are subscribed here and are consistent viewers on this channel we're all part of the same soul family. And it's just really cool that we're being able to connect in this way. And so I just love connecting with you guys in each and every way that we do connect. I am so grateful for you. I am so blessed to have you in my life. And yeah, just appreciate, love. I'll talk to you guys soon.